Welcome back. I'm Clese with The Unexpected Guest. You are tuned into part 2 where we are making turkey chipotle meatballs. So if you paused, your meatballs should be done or about ready to be done. Mine at actually 18 minutes, so I'm going to check and see if they are. Oh yeah, they are. They are done. They are done. Woo. Okay. Okay, so here's what your meatballs, can you get a picture of that? Here's what your meatballs should look like when they're done. They got all these nice juices. Don't get rid of that. There's hardly any fat in this as it is. So I'm going to put those on my tray. I'm going to let them cool for just a second. Then I'm going to stick them in a bowl because you know what's going to be amazing is these turkey meatballs will actually soak up this juice that is in the pan. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that right now because I did that the other day and I was like, wow, what happened to all the juice? So I'm going to take these meatballs and I'm going to stick it in here. And again, if you're tuning in or didn't tune into part 1, this is part 2. These are 54 calorie meatballs. They have 6 grams of protein in them. And this is one of the little things that I do to help me with my diet when I come in from work. Oh, I'm going to spill that. When I come in from work and I'm famished and I can reach for a beautiful chocolate or something. I don't have candy in the house, but you know what I mean. If you have kids, I'm sure you've got that and Doritos and the rest of it. Pop one of these suckers in your mouth right before you're making dinner. And this will pop 2 in your mouth. It's 100 calories, 108 calories. And it'll help you get through your time. So, all right, so there's my meatballs. Now, as you know, there was another pan. I only did half. I think we did 2.5 pounds of turkey. This was just half of it. You'll have done the other ones because you want to keep a big bowl of this in your refrigerator to help you throughout the week. This is something I'll make on a Sunday. And in fact, that's something I do a lot of. I'll make a lot of chicken breast, turkey meatballs, stuff that I can just get through the week and eat that I know is going to be healthy. So I'm going to put this in the sink. And so we have our turkey meatballs and they are doing their thing. Okay, so now we're going to make an open-faced meatball sandwich to help you satisfy your craving for really wanting to go get a big fat meatball sub with sauce and cheese that's 1,000 calories. But we're not going to get that. So here's what you're going to do. Bread. Most bread, the best bread you're going to find, I usually find about 100 calories is what you're going to get for a piece of bread. This is hearty wheat with flax. Nature's Pride. I'm sure you can, whatever it is that you use for bread. But before I pull that out, I'm going to get this pan because we're going to broil, or I'm going to turn, you know what, I got to turn the, here's my timer. And I turn the broiler off and actually want to leave the broiler on. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually move my rack up one. Because remember, we cooked the meatballs, one, not the tippy top rack, but the next one. I'm trying not to show you my bum. Okay. So I'm going to put a little piece of foil. This has holes. This is actually a really neat pan. These are these, I don't make a pizza pan in this. I actually make deep dish pizza, which that's a great video you have to tune into. But this lets the heat up even more. But I'm going to put tin foil on it for our sandwich. I'm going to put a piece of bread. Goes right here. This is chunky tomato sauce from Fonterra Grill. You can get this in all of your supermarkets now. Rick Bayless out of Chicago. So I got my bread. Whew. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to take 2 of my meatballs. Oh, before I do that, yes, I left my windows open. It's getting hot. That's what you're hearing, some ambulance. The other thing that you have here is if you wanted to lower your calories a little bit, this is also this low carb, tortillas that you can get. And this is actually 81 calories. So you can shave off 20 calories if that's important to you. And let's face it, every calorie counts. But you can also sort of roll this up with cheese and meatballs and eat it on the run if you wanted to. But I wanted to make sure you saw that. Okay, so for this particular sandwich, because we are going to use some mozzarella cheese, you are going to get 2 meatballs in this sandwich. And I need to get my knife. I'm just going to take 2 of these meatballs. They're a little bit hot. I'm going to put them on the... Now, you're going to use a 1/4 cup of, or basically 1 ounce of part skim, hot, mozzarella cheese. That's got 80 calories. So if you wanted to drop that and not have any cheese on this, you could get another meatball. Okay. So some of you go like, that's not enough. You know what? Make it enough. It's going to be enough. Because in the end, this is going to be 300 calories, 308 calories, and you've got to start realizing that we way overeat in America. Our portions are huge. So I've got my meatballs cut up. I'm going to put some of this salsa on it. I'm going to use, what am I going to use? I'm going to use 4 tablespoons of this salsa, and 4 tablespoons of this is going to be 20 calories. And again, if you have a nice fresh tomato sauce, that's fine. You're not going to have that many calories. But I just find it easy. You know, I find salsa to be a really great little shortcut when you're trying to get flavor and keep calories down. And you could have also toasted this if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do this. I sort of like that softy. I'm going to put this back in the sink. Now, I'm going to bring back out my trusty Good Grips scale, which you should get if you want to watch calories. Where's my kitchen helper? I lost my kitchen helper. I lost my kitchen helper with the budget cuts. What can I say? All right, so I'm going to put this little bowl on. I'm going to zero that out. And basically it's 1 ounce or a quarter cup, but get used to measuring stuff because it's a lot more accurate when you weigh it. Whoops. And make sure it's flatter so it goes back and forth. All right, so. Oops. That is 1 ounce of cheese, and that's plenty of cheese. That's plenty of cheese. And this is, again, part skim mozzarella is the lowest fat regular cheese you can get before you go in the diet cheese. I just get this bag. I get this big bag of this here at the Jewel Osco in Chicago, but you can find part skim mozzarella anywhere. All right, now we're going to take our cheese. I'm just going to put that on top. Look at that. You can even do half that. You know what? You could do half that and get 40 more calories and get almost another meatball. All right, so I'm going to do that. Put that on there. Let's put a little bit of pepper on it. And now this goes right under the broiler. I'm going to put my timer on because I'm getting older. I forget everything. So I'm going to put this on, let's put on 2 minutes just to make sure that we check it. Now the one thing I wanted to mention, when we were making the meatballs in part 1, even though I'm broiling, I do shut my oven door because I want the heat on the top because I want the meatballs to get crusty like they would be, to resemble a little bit if I was doing them in the frying pan. But I'm also trying to keep all the heat in the oven. So that's why I have the oven door shut, because I'm actually heating it at the same time. I'm not just broiling it. So those are going to be in the oven. Now these, again, these are your meatballs. So keep these. Remember, if you're new to cooking, you never want to put hot foods in the refrigerator because they end up heating up the refrigerator, and then you can start to cause problems in terms of bacterial growth. So you're going to let these cool, and we have all those juices, and they're still there because this is still hot, but I want to just sort of baste these a little bit because these are going to be delicious. And again, you'll have them all week long with you. I get a bunch of Tupperware and stick all that stuff in the Tupperware. So get rid of my spoon, get out my plate, get ready for my sandwich. And this is great. I mean, again, you know, when you're first making it, I think that when you think 300 calories, it's not enough. But if you're eating all day long, every 3 hours, 300 calories, trust me, you'll be fine. And I pulled this out because this is, well, of course I got food on it, but this is the new Details magazine that came out this month. It says, America's New Male Body Obsession. And you know what? Let's face it, guys, it's tough out there. Women want us to look good. They want us to be masculine. They want us to be sensitive. I can't help you with all that stuff, but I can help you control your diet a little bit. Unless you're watching my videos, which are all about cheat days, and they're all about full fat foods and desserts, which we're going to be putting a bunch up. But right now I'm starting with a lot of the healthy stuff. But you know what? Women, you have no idea what it's like to be a man. We got to look good all the time. I say that to my girlfriends and they laugh because they're like, welcome to our world, right? It's always been that way. All right, my buzzer's going off. I'm going to, oh, perfect. Shake. See, good thing I had my buzzer because I totally would have forgotten. I'm going to turn this off. Turn the broiler off. So now we have this beautiful, can you see that? Really nice looking. I'm going to put that, ow, still hot. I'm going to get a little bit of my spatula. And I'm telling you, this with a big glass of water, and you're going to be totally fine. You don't need, ow, that hurt. That's hot. I know you're supposed to get used to the heat, but sometimes it's just a little much. All right, so let's cut into this baby, which is really good. And one of the reasons that I also wanted these videos for you is I like to cook. And you know what? I can't just eat lean cuisine, stick that in the refrigerator. I mean, they have a freezer. They've got their place, and you microwave them up. But I like the process of cooking. So I'm taking my time. I'm still having fun in the kitchen, and I get to eat healthy, but I still get to cook. So I'm going to taste this. Yum, 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 yum. That's what they said in that movie, Julia. I love it. Yum, yum. All right. That again is my. This is my turkey I can't even talk. Turkey chipotle meatball with salsa and part skin mozzarella, and we have a total of 308 calories and 25 grams of protein. So that's actually a really great thing to have at your 10 o'clock or 12 o'clock, whatever, if you're home on the weekends, or make this at night for yourself. And I was laughing earlier. I'm sort of like, what's her name? Oh God, I wrote it down. Oh, Sandra Lee, you know, that almost home cooking, right? Turkey and salsa, it's pretty easy to put together. So that is one of my meals. I hope you enjoy it, and come back for more of these. And remember, make sure that you are good to yourself, because there is no substitution for you. I'm Clese on The Unexpected Guest, and I'll see you again.